I look forward to working with the mayor. I look forward to working with the Bridgeport Police Department, but most importantly, I look forward to working with the community.
I've admired Chief Ramsey from afar for many years. I am well acquainted with, the work that he has done in Chicago, in Washington, D.C., in Philadelphia. And I am so happy and I'm so proud that he is here. He has so graciously accepted. He has come to Bridgeport. Take a look at how we do things and perhaps brings his expertise, his wealth of experience, and I can't say enough how good I feel today. And with that, because I want to be brief, I want to introduce my friend, Chuck Ramsey. Chief.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm honored to be here in Bridgeport. I want to thank the mayor and Chief Perez for giving me this opportunity to come here, take a look at what you're doing here in Bridgeport, and perhaps be able to offer some suggestions here and there. So I look forward to working with the mayor. I look forward to working with the Bridgeport Police Department, but most importantly, I look forward to working with the community here in Bridgeport. Just this dialogue that we had prior to this event was very, very eye-opening for me. You've got a lot of very positive things going on here in the city of Bridgeport, so there's a lot to build on. And I'm really looking forward to getting more involved with this city and doing anything I can based on the experience that I've gained over the years to make this city even stronger and this department even stronger, police department even stronger. So with that, I'll take whatever questions you may have.
Well, let's do it with the press first, okay? Go ahead, Dan.
Is this going to be working daily? Is this a daily job, or how is this going to work?
It's not daily. Okay. I'll come in. We haven't worked out any kind of schedule yet to figure out, and I'm not by myself, by the way. I'm part of a larger group, 21st Century Policing Solutions. 4 of us started this company immediately after we stepped down from President Obama's task force on 21st Century Policing. All of us had served on that task force. I co-chaired it, and we decided to form this this company in order to continue moving forward with police reform and spreading best practices.
And what was the name of the company?
21st Century Policing Solutions. And that's how we started. So there are other people that will be coming in to provide some support in different areas, I think between us all, we should be able to keep things covered pretty well.
Is there anything right off the bat that you think that should be changed?
Well, not that should be changed, but things that I want to look at. It's too soon to talk about change. You have to really get a sense and a feel for what's currently taking place. How does that compare with best practices elsewhere? Are there some improvements that could be made here and there? But I don't have a handle on it yet, and we talked about that at the previous meeting, putting together some focus groups both within the department, within the community, certainly with young people. I want to be able to talk to the religious community here, business community. I mean, I need to really be able to get a picture of what's going on in Bridgeport, and that's just beginning, so it's way too soon to start talking about any kind of recommendations.
Mayor, was there any incidents or incidences that prompted his arrival, and what do you expect to see out of it?
Yeah, so I think what prompted it was the introduction we had through Chief Perez at a mayor's conference where chiefs of police and mayors were invited, where Chief Ramsey explained to us as the guest speaker a lot of best practices are going on around the country and his experiences. And then recently we had incidents where I reached out to Chief Ramsey saying, Chief, your expertise may be able to assist our chief and our department. These are not unique. I pointed even earlier today, you can go down the road 20 miles to Yale and see incidents happening down there, or as far away as even the Hartford area. So urban policing has become, it's always been challenging. The chiefs would tell you, the officers would tell you. But in this day and age, it just moves so fast. And with things that we have disciplines going on. We also have training going on. Chief's already given us insight as to things that maybe may add value to us, being more proactive with best practices that are going on. So we want to be ahead of challenges maybe that other communities have had. We want to get ahead of the challenges that we have in our own community, in our own policing department, and then we want to continue to strive to be the best that we can. And I think this chief is going to aid our chief in getting us there. Dan?
How much is he being paid?
Yeah, the contract is about, I think it's $25,000 over the next, whatever period of time that is. As he said, it's not daily, so over a period of time, he'll come in and assess.
25, is that a year or?
I don't know that the time frame is on it. I guess the city attorney can answer that afterwards. But certainly over the next number of months or whatever that period of time is, Chief, that you guys have worked out, do assessments. And in that, he's talked about going over and kind of experiencing our training facilities. I mean, going out into the community, which I think is important.
So
Really,
it's not an open contract or?
well, it's open to the extent that there are general tasks that are of areas of focus, which I was pleased to hear him say be willing to go out into the neighborhoods, not just hear from the administration, which he's going to work closely with our chief and which our departments, which he's going to work closely with, go in and assess things we're doing in the department, but also in the neighborhoods. And he heard some of that today where people are saying, hey, officers do this, this, and this, why can't they do this, this, and that? And kind of evaluate that. Am I right, Chief? So those are the areas. I mean, I can give you more specifics, but that's really it under what might be the first phase of a relationship with the chief, which we look forward to continuing. You good? You good? If we're good with you guys, she's going to have a question, or anybody else has questions will go. All right?
It was really just to piggyback off him, like how much is the contract?
Yeah, it's
How long will it
25,
be?
yeah, it's
And after you make recommendations, are you going to write a report? Is the report going to be public?
Right.
And who, and what's the commitment to implement the changes?
Well, I can tell you the commitment to implement the changes, obviously, if we're comfortable, which we are, and delighted and anxious to have Chief Ramsey's input and experience, I'm committed. We're not going to do this just for the sake of having a discussion about it. There are goals that we're going to be set, I assume, in his evaluation that we're going to strive to achieve. We're going to ask him to assist us in doing that over whatever period of time it is, weeks, months. Some of these changes, I assume, Chief, will be things that we might be able to tweak, and I assume if there's things there that take long times, I mean, you've been at this for decades, Chief's been at it for decades, but it's going to take, and let me just end it with this. As much as we're honored and delighted to have the chief here, no recommendation standing on its own by the best, most experienced person, Chief Ramsey, anybody is going to work unless we as a community, that's why it was so important for us to kind of have this experience. We as elected officials with our challenges, and we as uniformed officers with the community, whatever role capacity we have, whatever vantage point we have, we add to this equation, and then we work towards that goal. So, Chief, we welcome you with that. Again, thank you for being here, and we look forward to your input as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.